going on, my fellow gem hunters? Welcome to an episode of Vibe and Time over here at Coinverse. Guys, you know what to do. Go ahead and smash that like button before we get started. Make sure you comment after the video if you like the content. And then also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click that notification bell. That way you step to the latest updates. All right, guys. So we've been talking about a lot of things lately. NFTs. We've been talking about some tokens. We've been talking about some of the hacks. We've been talking about this and that, right? And I don't know why. It's just like some of these projects and some of these communities are really pushing their products. We've seen an amazing push from the meme community over the weekend. And today I want to talk about a project that I've been following for a while. It's just the first time we're going to talk about it here, but I think just overall what it's been doing, it cannot be ignored. So I want to go ahead and bring it up here. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen like I always do. So we can go ahead and get it here. And this is going to be about Bitgert, guys. Bitgert. So I don't know if you guys know what Bitgert is the official token symbol is BRISE. It's actually a blockchain that's said to be building smart contracts and other things for really low fees. All right. So we're going to jump into that today. And the first thing we're going to do, just go over to the website, right? Just came straight over. Build with Bitgert chain, right? Fastest and lowest fee, secure and scalable blockchain ecosystem. All right. So join their fastest growing ecosystem. We see they have 900K transactions, 250,000 community users. So the zero cost gas fee blockchain, Bitgert chain is the only chain which has managed to build a zero cost blockchain gas fee are as low as sub 7, is that 7? Sub 8 per transaction, 1 million transactions with just $1 worth of BitRise. So this is something that has really got my attention, guys, right? So when we talk about protocols and projects building, right, we want to see things that are getting built that really, really could change the game. I don't feel like we had a real peer-to-peer layer in cryptocurrency since we really got started. I think BNB might be a little bit further than a lot, but you know, when Bitcoin came out, it was supposed to be a peer-to-peer currency. And now we talk about it as a store of value, Ethereum smart contracts. So I don't feel like we really had that peer-to-peer thing, right? So building our ecosystem, we can help you in scaling up your project with our community support and development. So I just want to really go into just the fine things about this, right? 100,000 transactions per second and 15 second block time, right? So I don't know how well tested this is, right? So when I'm looking at this, first thing we're gonna say is, hey, how well tested is, how many validators involved? Let's get into the nitty gritty of it, right? But it is fully decentralized blockchain with high-speed transactions, zero cost gas fee for all transactions on our blockchain. So they have a wallet. Obviously, we see here you can trade in swap. We're gonna go over to the chart, and you'll see why we're talking about this today. Just kind of like the developers, for developers, you know, they got Bitgert chain documentation, developer help program. They got network and validators, so it shows a lot. A roadmap. We'll jump into that real quick. So they launched in 2021 in August, and stage 2 completed, stage 3 completed, stage 4 completed. So stage 5 is ongoing. So we'll go into this ecosystem scaling, centralized exchange mainnet launch, pay BRISE DApp UI design, pay BRISE core files development, tier 1 exchange listings, developer grants for building DApps on our ecosystem. So you see they have a lot of things on here. They have a really extensive roadmap that goes all the way through 2023. So very impressive here. And it's kind of month to month, and they hold themselves really accountable. If you see here, they keep up with their roadmap a lot here. The ecosystem is pretty cool. They got some DeFi projects on here with Net Finance, NFTs from Midas, Sphinx Labs on the DEX, Bob Swap, Ice Cream Swap. So a lot of cool things on the back end and developing in the ecosystem. Startup Studio, you know, so now raise your funds for your project or business expansion with the BRC smart contract. They also talk about their wallets to bridge and more. So this thing is really like built out, guys. Like, so it's been one of those things like, you see, I'm following them here, Vibing in Crypto, but 164,000 followers on Twitter. They get a lot of engagement. Just yesterday, big announcement, monthly updates on Bitgert, fasten your seatbelts, you're ready for takeoff. I don't think they were aligned. So we'll go into this a little bit. I will mute it so you guys can continue to hear us and our beautiful music, but I'll go back and put this in the beginning. So a change in the DeFi space, upcoming developments and progress. So you guys can see this here. I won't read through it. Like these guys. So they're really just sticking to their plan, right? So like, just stay tuned, see what more they have to offer. They were definitely on the top gainers on today. Big B-Rise up 62%. Wow. In a bear market. So you see, they've been teasing at some things, the game changer, things coming soon. You got to think, guys, when you have these protocols trying to build these zero links, like I'm looking for like real utility in these projects, right? Some tokens. Like if they can build something that's giving us zero fees and kind of make a peer-to-peer layer that is super friendly for everybody to use, it's kind of hard to ignore. So they've been trending as well. So another reason we talked about it today. I don't know what this moon thing is, but something big is coming. They tweeted this yesterday, 3,000 on the engagement. Not really safe. Moon should stop shilling on our Twitter. Content we publish isn't copyrighted. Wow. So let's go over to the nitty gritty, guys. It looks like the team likes to have fun. The reason why we're going to talk about this project today, guys. So we're going to go to the 4-hour chart. We're going to blow this thing up. So we're looking at this on a 4-hour. It's not even fair, right? Like, especially with it being a bear market right now. If you think about this picking up from here, Europe, almost 2x, 189%. And this wasn't that long ago. This was just, 2 days ago? Yeah, so just kind of something to think about. Let me get this off the screen. So yeah, like, just something to think about. Like, it's one of those things, like, this thing just kind of like took off out of nowhere. Had a long period of consolidation. So it wasn't like this thing wasn't building up, right? So I spotted this, to be honest with you guys, I spotted this when it was around 300 million or $500 million market cap. And at the time, I just couldn't get involved. Sorry about that. But at the time, I couldn't get involved because it was like, in this area over here, it was like $300 to $500 million market cap. And it was like really high. And I was just like, man, it was a lot of volume came out. But then, like we talked about this, in this bear market, you watch for these low volumes, right? Like when this thing starts to flatten out, it's almost like what do they say? The bigger the wait, the higher in space, or like the longer you wait, the higher in space. This is proven true here. Like, look how big this space is right here, right? And then it just launches off. And that's what happens when you have these periods of consolidation in these bear markets and you get these rallies. You get some things that start pushing back up. They're always going to have resistance to try to catch some of the support here around the 8471. Sorry, guys. So at 8471, we could potentially see. And you know what? Maybe what I'll start doing, guys, when we do is just draw a line here and see if we can come back to it on a later date and see if like these lines actually give support, right? So we'll draw a horizontal here. So draw the horizontal there. That should be their soft support. And if we zoom in on this a little bit, you see they're having a little bit of pullback from the top over here. Just a little bit bigger. And then we'll get in here a little bit more. So they had a crazy wicked candle here that shot them all the way up to the 1,000. I mean, guys, think about this. Like, honestly, like we see it here, like literally August 13th. So just a couple of days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, you could have got this and you would have been in at around somewhere in here, right? So let's say 3661. You're looking at 200% from the 3661, almost to 200%. So just one of those things that, guys, when we're in this bear market, pay attention to some of these protocols that are building different things and have something like neat to offer. I mean, when we go back up to this website, guys, they have staking, they have the startup studio, they have a lot. This website is very intricate, a lot of YouTube videos, guys. But I wanted to be the one that came to you guys because this is one of the ones that when I first seen this thing, I think it had a little bit too much steam for me in the beginning. And now that, I'm watching it here, it was hard for me to ignore when it started going through its little downtrend. It was kind of hard for me to ignore that it got flattened out. And when these things get flattened out, that's when whales love to get involved, right? Like when it's flattened out, nobody believes or everybody's giving up. It's like, let's give this thing some new life. So shout out to the Bitrise community. I know they have a little bit of engagement on Twitter with the Bitgert community. I haven't been able to meet anybody from the team, but guys, if you're paying attention to this video, I would love to do a video with you guys, bring you over to Coinverse, tell you guys about our platform, and I would love to hear more about the protocol because I think it's really cool. I love that they make little jokes on their the Twitter as well. I love stuff like this. So Yeah, wanted to bring Bitrise to the community today. Bitgert, you can find them on their Twitter, and then go through their Twitter and find their Telegram as well as their website. And then also they're also on TradingView, so it's pretty easy to find. But guys, hope you guys are excited as I am about the next gym. Always not financial advice. Want to bring these things to you guys to you guys' attention, so you guys do a little bit of homework, do your own research, and find out if this protocol could be the next big one. And until next time, guys, bow it out.